Beautiful day in OFA. So it's Tuesday, and that means for this hour, 11 to 12, it's currently 11:01 Eastern Standard Time. For this hour, we have open coaching. You can ask any question about anything that you might be encountering in the challenge. Then from 12 to 1, Trey Lewellen is going to hop up and
To
we're going to
12.
have
It's
our
currently
ecom
11:01 Eastern
specific.
Standard Time.
Sorry. For this hour, we have open coaching. You can ask any bingo. Whew, sorry about that. Terrible. All right. So, yes, Trey Lewellen, 12 o'clock. Trey Lewellen is going to hop up and we're going to have our ecom specific portion of the challenge. Super excited for that. As always, we love getting to spend a little bit of time with Trey, but we have time to answer any questions, maybe on the expert track as well. If you have a question, please just raise your hand. That lets me know you have something you would like to speak about. Uh, 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 Perfect, just like Marie did. If you don't know how to raise your hand, at the bottom of Zoom is a little heart. That heart says react. If you click on that heart, a pop-up shows up and you'll see a button that says raise hand. Just click that raise hand button. It'll raise your hand. Let me know you have something you would like to speak about. Let's get it started, and we're going to start with Orshi. Hey, Orshi, how are you?
Hi Dante, how are you? My line is a bit like breaking up. I hope that my internet is okay.
I
But
hear
let's
you
see
okay.
if it works today. Okay, perfect. Today I just have one question
Cool.
about abandoned card sequences. I've never done one. So I'm wondering if you have a framework.
Hmm. Good question. Let me see.
Sorry, as last night that I've never done one. So probably should.
Let me see. Hmm. Where are you? Okay. Let me see. Cool. All right. I'm going to share my screen. Let me know. Can you? Sorry, I probably have so much stuff. Can you see this okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'll give you guys this link in the chat because you just asked a fantastic question. Here we go. Let's get Brenda in here as well. So yeah, you want to make an abandoned cart sequence, and you're very wise, Orshi, to say, I wonder if there's a framework that I could utilize to do this the right way and quickly. You're absolutely right. There is. This is our frameworks library page. We have a bunch of pre-made frameworks for you all here on the expert track as well as the ecom track. A framework is going to come with funnels and sequences and whatever else we want to come with it. So if we hop down here to the ecom framework, you can see what you're going to get. And this does have a cart abandon workflow. So I'm going to send you this link right now in the chat. Bingo. Feel free to download this framework. That'll put the abandoned cart sequence inside of your account, and then you can just use that on your funnel.
Would this be some yeah, I sorry. So this
You're
would
fine.
be a workflow that's added as a like a blank kind of, and I would just have to rewrite the ones it tells me.
Great question. Yes, yes. It's gonna be like when we give you frameworks in the challenge or we give you share funnels, It's like the pages are all built. You just have to edit them. Same thing with workflows. It's going to be the step-by-step process so it technically works properly, and you just plug and play, you just fill your stuff in. The big thing with abandoned cart workflows, Orshi, is let me just show you really quick, make you an expert on this in minutes.
This is amazing. This is going
Awesome.
to save me so much time. Thank you so much.
Yes it will. Yes it will. Okay, let's just hop over here. I have the new builder. I don't think this is turned on for you guys yet. It's going to be very shortly, and I'll walk you through it. It's really fantastic. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to go to my order form, and here's where I can attach a workflow, just like you would attach a workflow to your current order form or page. I click on
Okay.
this, and then I can attach a workflow. Let's go ahead and do that. When I attach a workflow, once you download that framework of the abandoned cart workflow, you will see it displayed right here. So I'll just add this one just like yours will be. Whoops, cart abandoned sequence. Let's go with that. And then you have your trigger. So we're just adding a workflow right now. The big thing about adding workflows is the triggers. It's like a gun. You pull a trigger and an action happens. What thing must happen for this automation to fire to get people into my workflow? So for an abandoned cart, abandoned cart means somebody was filling out the order form and they stopped. For an abandoned cart, the trigger is opt-in. And that's the one, there's two big things to know. That is one of them. On your order form for an abandoned cart sequence, the trigger is them opting in. Go ahead and attach the workflow. Once we're here, there we go. I can click in and go check out my workflow itself. So this workflow, they would abandon their cart, we would delay it for an hour. Now comes the emails, our delays, our emails, our delays, our emails. And then we have a goal step. This is the second most important thing about abandoned cart workflows is at the end to add a goal step. Because what happens if they come in here and then they purchase when you send out this email? We do not want them to keep receiving this sequence, and that's exactly what a goal step does. This goal step is always looking at what they're doing throughout the workflow. So this goal step you would set up to be when they purchase this product. And at any point in this workflow, if they purchase the product, whoop, it sends them to the end and they skip all these. Does that make sense?
Yes. So
Cool.
opt-in is the trigger and goal step is the successful purchase.
Boom. From there, the guts of it can be interchanged. We have a three-part abandoned cart sequence that goes out over 3 days here. You might have a seven-part abandoned cart sequence that goes out over 3 days, or 5 days, or 7 days. Change up the guts in any way from here.
Okay. But
Nice.
would you recommend that I try this first before I change it up? Just
Yes,
because,
I would start
you
with a
know,
really simple three-step. My recommendation would be to remove the 1 hour delay. If I did a delay, I would start with 10 minutes or no delay. As soon as they close down the page, as soon as they abandon their cart, you're going to hit them with an email. Because when it comes to abandoned carts, we really don't know why the customer abandoned their cart. There's a plethora of reasons, right? It might have been because their mom called them and they were scrolling on their phone and their mom called and they picked up the call and the thing just dropped, right? It might be because their kid just threw spaghetti in the brand new ceiling fan and their entire living room is now ruined, right? There's so many reasons why our customer might have abandoned their cart, and they're not all, I didn't want the product. So, I believe we should be sending out abandoned cart emails right away, immediately, and that's what I would recommend you start with. No delay, three-part email, easy, done, and we can see what the data tells us there, what kind of lift we got from that. Then we can start trying some different sequences. But a lot of times in abandoned carts, people just need a little push to get over the edge. It's not a
yeah.
huge nurture sequence. We don't need 27 emails over 35 days. None of that nonsense.
Okay. Would you recommend so what's the difference between when I'm in my launch, I send my open cart email saying, "Oh, hey, buy my course. It's now available for a discounted price." And then, I see that, let's say, out of 1,000 people, 150 open, like click the link. should I send them also to the abandoned cart sequence, the people who didn't even fill anything out, but they just, they were interested, right?
Yes, absolutely you should.
So
Hmm.
I can do that in my original workflow, right? So I can send those people over to the next workflow.
Correct. That would be a conditional split step after that email, or yeah, it'd be a conditional
Yeah.
split step. And the condition is, did they click this link and do not own this product? Another condition filter you could make. Did they view this page between these times, this date and time, and not purchase my product? Then yes, I would be sending them abandoned cart emails as well.
Okay. And then if I send them to the abandoned cart sequence, it doesn't matter what the trigger is in the sequence, they will still be sent there anyway.
I'm sorry, say that again.
So originally you said that the abandoned cart will be triggered by them opting in, right? Or like
Yes.
trying to fill it out, but then didn't finish. But if it has a trigger that's not the one that I'm put, like if I send them over without that trigger, it'll still be triggered.
No, not
No?
quite. I think for you, the trigger needs to change.
Okay.
Because you own all of the contacts before your sale opens up, correct?
Exactly. Yes.
Yes. So a typical abandoned cart would be you have an order form out there and you don't own the traffic yet. You're like, let's say you're running ads to new people that are not in your list. So then people click the ad, they go to your order form. They fill out step one of your two-step order form. They give you their name, email, shipping information, but they don't purchase. That is an abandoned cart because with ClickFunnels, you get a two-step order form. If they fill out step one, their personal information, you acquire that information. That's them opting in. So if they fill out step one and not step two, that's them abandoning their cart, and you can send from that. But you are different. You own people's emails, you own their contacts before you open the cart, correct?
Yes, exactly. Most of them. Because
Most
I will send Facebook traffic to the open cart this launch.
sure, sure, but for the most part, you own them.
Yes.
So then your trigger can be page view because let me show you this. Because you own the contact. So like when we go to our customers and to our contacts, you own these contacts already. So because you own the contact already, you can track their activity. And because you own the contact, you can now have the system doing automations based on their contact activity because you own them. So for instance, you could go to your funnel. Let's just hop in here. So let's say you have your order form that you're sending people to your cart page. You could go attach a workflow to that page. I'm just gonna choose whatever. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. My Wi-Fi is very slow. All right, let's just go here to a different one, lead magnet. The trigger for you could be page view because you own the contact. If you didn't
Hmm.
own this traffic, the page view would never fire, right? Because you don't own them. You can't track their activity across your URLs, your pages. But because you own them, page view would work perfectly. What I think you really want to do, what what I, okay, first, the hurdle. The only thing I'm not seeing in my mind is how we automate this. But I
That's
think
okay.
that's just something I'm not seeing in my mind. What you should really do, or she, is let's say you send out that email on Friday. On Saturday, you should go to your contacts. You should go to your customers, go to your contacts, and we should start filtering them by their activity, they viewed page, viewed product page, and then you would make it that page, whatever it is, right? and they viewed product page and they do not own product. Where is it? They do not own product. Where are you?
I don't think that's an option. Or I haven't ever found that before. So that's why I'm just using the tags.
Hmm.
You could do tag is not an end course student. That's what I do when I don't want to send them something.
Yes. Okay, great. So basically, what I would do is I would just filter out my contacts, and anybody who has that tag, I would be sending broadcasts to them. You could send, so you could make that workflow. I just can't think how to automate this. I know there's a way though. It's just not on my brain right now. Feel free to
What if
get,
I do a split goal, not split goal thing inside my original workflow?
yes,
That I split it, the conditional goal,
yes.
and then if they view the page, and then if yes, then they get harassed a little bit extra. And then if they say no, then they get the normal, oh, for one more day, the card is open, blah, blah.
That's exactly right, Orshi. And it should now be inside of your workflow. It should be owns product. So you should, and let's just say this. So this is what you filter as in your conditional split step in the workflow. After you send out that email, cart is open. You send them down a track. It's a yes or no. So the condition is, did they view the page and do they own the product? If no, they go down the no track, which means they viewed the page, but they don't own the product. So they go down the no track, and there you would send the abandoned cart emails.
Okay, amazing.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you. I
What
just
else?
had another thought. Right now, I'm just in the middle of the launch week, and the stats are looking really good. Oh, yeah, the thought is so I have a bunch of contacts going through the email sequence, and then eventually they will get to the cart. What about the traffic? Because I don't have a two-step order form, I have a one-step. What if
Hmm.
Facebook traffic is sent to my order form and they looked at it? I guess I cannot harass them until they put their email in, but then they would have to press submit or something.
Yes.
So
What do
should
you
I
mean you
make
can't harass them? What do you mean exactly? I think I already know the answer here. Yes, you're correct. If you have a one-step order form and Facebook ad, they click it, they go to your funnel, but they do not click submit, then you do not get their information because it's only a one step. They have to fill out the whole form for you to get their info. You're right. You don't have their email, so you can't really market to them from here. That is where retargeting campaigns really come into play. I don't think you're running any Facebook retargeting ads right now, which for you is going to be a huge player. Um, but yeah, we fix that by either implementing Facebook targeting ads or turn your order form into a two-step order form.
Or I can also make two order forms, one that's through the email sequence in the same funnel, but I could make another one with a two-step so that I can see how many people came from Facebook also. That might
Yes,
be useful.
I think so. Like your internal launch, send that to a
Yeah.
one step because you already own their email, they're already hot, make it simple. But the traffic that you're running, run that to a two step. Your products are all digital, correct?
Yes, but right now I'm doing the course launch, right? So that's a higher ticket item.
But that's also digital.
Sorry, you're breaking up, so I can't hear you.
Sorry, your course that you're launching, that's still a digital product, yes?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, really cool thing about ClickFunnels. When you make your products in the products tab, you get to choose whether the product is physical or digital. When you choose digital products, your order form, the first step of your order form is only going to collect name, email, and phone number if you want. There's no shipping, there's no billing, none of that. because we don't need to send anything to them. We don't need their shipping address. We don't need their billing address. It's just not necessary. It's digital products. So yes, the page that you're sending Facebook traffic to, definitely make that a two-step order form because step one is like no information, easy for them to fill out, less friction.
Okay. Okay. That is all for today. Thank you so much. And thanks for everyone for the time.
Always a
I'm
pleasure.
excited to hear how Marie's webinars are going.
Yes, me too. On that note, let's hop over and hear it. Marie, how are you?
Hi Dante.
Hey, hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, while she was talking, I just had a question. Like after my order form, well, I don't have no email trigger that goes out if somebody actually purchases. So how could I add that?
Oh, great question. Can you share your screen?
Thank you.
Absolutely, Marie.
Should I go to the
That's
funnel?
the funnel they purchased through, correct?
Yes.
Nice. Let's go there. Okay, let's go to the order form that they purchase on. Excuse me.
Mm,
It's down one more, I
yeah, this
believe.
one.
There it is.
Mm,
Okay, yeah, lightning bolt. We don't see any workflows attached. Let's create one. Perfect. Let's let your workflows load in. Let me see what you have access to. Okay, okay. It should probably be order confirmation and upsell sequence. We
this
can look
one.
down below. We can look down below though. You do have a couple more below.
Is there a way to I can add like the abandoned cart here?
Like you mean like from the framework that I just shared?
Yes, like what you shared with O'Shea.
Well, you already have yours. You downloaded the Ecom framework and you also have the expert framework. So right there on the left, you have your cart abandoned sequence.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go to that frameworks library page, any of the frameworks you download, all those workflows are going to be added here to your library.
Okay.
Nice.
So, um, so my question is, if they reach at the order form and they don't finally purchase, can we put an abandoned cart sequence there?
Okay, you want an abandoned cart sequence?
I'm just asking.
We can. We of course can.
All right, let's start with the confirmation and upsell, which
Perfect.
is this one, right?
Let's choose that one. Perfect. Now our trigger, this is our confirmation sequence. So if this trigger is when they buy. Let's set
Yes.
that up. Hit that drop down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And what would our trigger be?
Order successful purchase.
You got it, Marie. Attach. Okay. Now we're inside the actual workflow itself, right? And this is the automations you have firing. But this is perfect. Now my confirmation sequence is attached to my funnel when they purchase. This is what they receive. Let's go add your abandoned cart now.
All
Take
right.
me, these are webinar registrants, correct?
Yes.
So just click that white space, click exactly where you are right now. Okay. Okay. Click your green envelope, please.
Sorry?
The green envelope, please.
Okay.
And now attach another workflow. Let's scroll down. We'll choose your abandoned cart. It's up just a little bit and left-hand side. Cart abandoned sequence. Bingo. Hit the drop down. Now our trigger. On this page, you're running a one-step order form, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Scroll me down,
No,
please.
sorry, what do you mean by one-step order form?
So we can have different order forms. You can have a one-step order form that's just one step. It's one order form, all the information on that. Or a two-step order form, which Russell usually runs his traffic to. A two-step order form has step one, their personal information, step two, their financial information. We can go double check yours, but you should be running a one-step order form because people are coming here after your webinar. They're hot. It should be a one step. Let's assume it is a one step. Scroll me down on this list.
That's all. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I need to look into this a little bit more because I can't trigger just by page view because people everybody's going to view the page. Here's what I need to do. I need to trigger the work. I need to trigger the abandoned cart by a page view. I have to put a delay in there and then a conditional step at the end. I know exactly what to do. Okay, trigger this by page view.
Page view.
It's just under your order, page view.
Oh, right
There you
here.
go. Attach. Okay. Reload your browser. Yes. Okay, good. And this has a delay. Perfect. Scroll me down to the bottom of this, please. And our goal step. Hit your goal step for me.
Right here?
Yep. Or just click the step, not the dots, just click it. Like where it says goal step. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Hit that. Yeah, here we go. Hit that first drop down.
This one?
Yes. Type in Purch. There
P-U-R.
it is. Purchased product.
This one?
Yep. Is and then choose that product. And are on your order form, are you giving them one option or multiple options? Like of products to purchase.
No, it's just one option.
Cool. Let's hit that last drop down and choose the one option.
I think it's the blue one highlighted.
You think so?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, choose that then.
Even though I was talking with ChatGPT and they were like, I should not charge the same amount I'm charging for traffic that is going directly to the other page from Shopify. I don't know.
No, yeah, basically you probably could stand to raise your prices in Shopify. I watched Russell do this actually when he launched out his book Traffic Secrets. He put the book on Traffic Secrets on Amazon for like $79. Or you could go to his funnel and you could get it free, just cover shipping for $9.97. So he was actually leveraging Amazon there and decentivizing Amazon purchases, pushing people back to the funnel so they would buy on his funnel. You could do the same thing with Shopify. If you're running ads right to a Shopify store, I would probably stop those, honestly. Um, we can talk to Trey about that later. Let's bookmark that because Trey has so much knowledge on this exact thing. But you could raise the price in Shopify, and that would even make the deal on your funnel look even better. And in your webinar, you could even tell people you can go look at my Shopify store right now, and the product is $100 more or 25% more, whatever you want to say.
Okay.
But you're running your traffic to a webinar registration. You're running
Yes,
through a
yes.
funnel. So it's very different than just running straight to a Shopify page.
Yeah, because I was trying to see, and then they were ChatGPT was letting me know that this is an offer, which is like an educational offer. It should be a little higher than my Shopify checkout page if I'm sending traffic directly there. So I don't know. Anyhow, let's
Oh,
finish.
oh, oh, I don't think so. Okay, I disagree. ChatGPT doesn't understand irresistible offers. It just understands offers. You have made an irresistible offer, and by them being here in your funnel and listening to your webinar, no,
Mm-hmm.
you do not charge them more. You charge them less and get way more sales that you own the traffic of. And now they're in your ecosystem, and now you're upselling them through your funnels as well. Theoretically, these people never even buy in Shopify.
Oh, really?
Yes, you might have people go buy some one-off products that they might want to add, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
might have conversations with somebody and they're like, "Oh, I'm experiencing this." And you're like, "Oh, I have a product for that. Go here." You might have some sales, but no, they're in your funnel ecosystem. They just bought this thing, which if I remember correctly, I think you said is a 6 month supply. So
Mm-hmm.
from 6 months from the time of your first buyer, they're going to be doing the thing. And after 6 months, you're going to either have them refill their subscriptions and get another 6 months, or go on to the next package and get even better results. Not back to Shopify. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's value ladders, it's customer journey.
All right. Since I just started, we said I should start with the one combo for now, and then when we start seeing how it's going, we can upgrade it to like a 3 month supply, as you just said.
Right. We can put this on subscription. Now that we start like making sales and you're really confident with the offer, you could make a subscription model where people have the stuff sent to their door every 3 months. Absolutely.
All right, Dante, we'll work on that. All right, let's finish this. So I should
Let's
take.
update that step.
Okay.
So what we've just done here is we set up a goal step in your workflow. Remember, this goal step, as soon as somebody gets added to your workflow, this goal step is always checking to see if they meet the goal that we just made. So take me up to the top of your workflow here, please.
Mhm.
So this is your abandoned cart workflow. And
Mm-hmm.
we triggered this on the page view. If somebody who is already in your system, which they are because they're registering for a webinar, before they hit your order form, you own their contact, which means you can follow them through the pages and automate based on the actions that they're taking. Are you with me so far on that?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So now, if they view this page, and when I say this page, I mean the order form.
Yes.
We set our trigger to page view. So if they view this page, everybody is going to get fired into this workflow. Because basically, everybody is going to view the page, whether they purchase or they don't purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody will meet this filter. They will meet this trigger. Everybody will be added to this page. But what we did was we in this case, we leave that 1 hour delay. That's perfect because the people that are purchasing are doing so immediately. They within an hour, right? You do your webinar, you say go to this order form, they go to the order form and buy. It takes 5 minutes. Some of them have to call their husband. That takes 10 minutes, right? Everybody who's going to buy will have bought within the hour. So remember too, this workflow always has your goal step at the bottom. Let's say somebody clicks your link, they go to this page, they get added to this workflow, but 5 minutes later they purchase. That goal step is like, okay, they purchased and they're not going to receive the rest of these emails. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. So here it is, your great abandoned cart sequence. It's going to delay an hour. Anybody who doesn't buy in that hour after you send out the link, they're going to start receiving this abandoned cart sequence. And again, for them, anytime that they purchase in this sequence, whether on email number 1 or email number 3, as soon as they purchase, your goal step is going to say, oh, they meet the goal. They're going to stop receiving any of these emails.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right, Dante. Thank you. So I have to come back and edit them.
Yes, you just change the guts. Go into each email, change the email step itself as far as what the words are saying inside. But once you have that, you're rocking.
All right. Thank you so much.
You got it, Marie. Great stuff. Do you have another webinar this Thursday?
Yeah, I did. Only one person showed up severally before 3, and when I joined in, they didn't show up again. But I called her, and she showed up. So yeah, that was
Cool.
just one person.
What about this Thursday? You gonna do one this Thursday?
Yeah, I'm gonna do one this Thursday, even though I've not been having traffic. I've not really been having any opt-in. So I don't know if the problem is my opt-in page or my traffic content.
I would say it's probably your traffic at this point. Um, you heard some really amazing feedback from your customer last time, and that was, I don't know any other Black woman doing this for Black women, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that I think really needs to be like the campaign that you lean in on as you go live to your Facebook, as you're going and talking to other people. Like that should really be your thing. And it's so exclusive, it's so niche, and it's so needed by the niche. You should really lean into that. So I think it's probably your ads. Like your page, I can see this image on your page. It doesn't look to be formatted properly. It looks stretched out and it looks a little bit grainy and it looks a little bit hard to see. However, it's a great image. It has you in the right lab coat with the right background. That it does all the things. So like yes, while the image isn't perfect, your thing is so new and needed and exclusive. I don't think your customers would even care. And you've had people opting into this page already. I would have to think, Marie, we're not getting enough people to see this page. We're not getting enough traffic to look at this and to see this to really even make anything on. So I think you should really focus on traffic. I think if you can do paid ads, those are always a fantastic avenue. I also think joint venture opportunities, going and finding the micro influencers that already have your communities, that will be huge for you. I also think like just doing your own organic posting. Do you have a social media where you talk about skin and healthcare for women, Black women
Yes, yes,
specifically?
I do.
Are you posting daily?
Yeah, yes, I'm really trying to working on that. Like
How,
just
how how large is that audience?
they're not too large. I have like 1,000 on TikTok and 1,000 on Facebook.
Okay, cool. It's a great start. So yes, your pool is smaller. What you should be doing is like go live on your Facebook and you should talk about the thing. You should talk about do like a 5 minute live where you're talking about, hey, Black women, great to see you here. My name is whatever you call yourself to them. My name is insert your pen name. And I'm really excited. This Thursday at this date and time, I have an amazing presentation for Black women only that's going to show you exactly what steps you need to take over the next 3 months to eliminate your dark spots and blemishes. Again, this is only for Black women. My snow bunnies, I'm sorry if that's you. This is not your thing. This is only for Black women experiencing this. And it's really simple, girls. To do this, all we need is this thing. Secret number 1, which I'm going to teach you about. And this secret unlocks this. And then secret number 2, this secret unlocks this. And we get to secret number 3. And when you do the 3 things easily, I promise it's going to change your life. Look, let me tell you what this webinar isn't. This webinar is not this. It's not this. It's not this. This webinar is for serious Black women who really want to take control of their skin and dark spots and blemishes and remove them completely. So, if that's for you, make sure to go to this link. I pinned it down in the comments and it'll register you for this webinar. It's happening this Thursday at 2 o'clock. Like, I want to see you doing more reps of that, Marie, Uh,
Okay.
I want to see you doing more reps on your social. And then when you do one that's like go live every day. I'd love to see you posting 3 times a day on every single social right now. One, to build up your audience and your follower count, because the bigger your audience is, now you have leverage. As you have a large audience, as you launch out products, you have a hungry audience right there ready to buy your things. So building up your own audience absolutely is huge. Um, but for you too, it's just boost the posts, right? So while you get to build up an audience, yes, while you get to get better at speaking and doing the social media game, you just keep doing those until you do one amazing. And when you do one amazing and it's getting a lot of comments or it's getting a lot of interactions, you can go to Facebook and you can boost that post. Now, Facebook will take your post and start sharing it with other people who are not following you but fit your criteria. Now you're really starting to grow fast. That's how a lot of people do webinars. They make great posts. They play the social game, and when they have their posts that are blowing up, they boost those posts. And they use those posts to get out in front of more people to get more people into their world. Does all that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, it does.
Great.
So,
More reps
so
for you. And really, I'd love for you to look at the JV opportunities out there. There's a lot of micro influencers that have your women at hand. They have 1 to 5,000 of them. And if you could get, let's say you could use JV, get in front of 1,000 people every single week while you're doing this. And if only 10% of those 1,000 people showed up, you'd have 100 people every week. And that'd be great for you right now where you're at.
all right. So when I'm writing them, what should I say?
The micro influencers?
Yes.
Cool. You're going to say something along these lines. You're going to say, "Hey, micro influencer, this is Dr. Marie with whatever, whatever." I don't even start with that. Don't even start with that. Just say, "Hey, yada yada. I absolutely love your stuff. I've been following you for the past couple months. The first video I saw of yours was this. And I just loved your viewpoint, and I thought you really did a great job explaining it. So I've been following you for the past couple months, and holy cow, you and I must be sisters from another mister. We're like kindred spirits. We see exactly eye to eye on so many things. So I actually do this thing. I have this webinar where I teach black women how to remove dark spots and blemishes from their skin, and it is killing right now. It's helping so many women control their thing. It's a really great price point, and I'd love to partner with you on it. If you would just promote this thing to your audience, I have a webinar coming up this Thursday. And if you would just promote this thing to your audience, I would love to give you 25, 30, 40% commissions on every sale that comes through you. It's really simple. All you have to do is share this link. If you want, I can give you a sequence on how to share over multiple days, and I could write your scripts for you. But I would love to offer you the opportunity to partner with me on this promotion. I love your audience. I'm part of your audience, and I'd love to do a deal together. Something like that, where you're not, because they get 100 of these a day. Hey, this is Dante Torelli from Know Your Biz Consulting. I see you have an amazing community. Would you like to partner? Like they get that crap all the time. But if you reach out to them and say like, "Hey, I love what you're doing. I saw this post a few months ago." You didn't, but you just go to their feed and find a post that's a couple months old that you really like. Done. I found this post. I found you on this post. You were talking about this thing. Just talk about like how you are part of the community. You are part of them and you'd really love to partner and help their people. That changes the tone big time.
Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you, Dante.
Always a pleasure, Marie. Always. Any more
So you
questions?
said for the live,
Yeah.
I should craft a 5 minutes webinar. Well, like if I go live every day, I'm saying the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but test out different hooks.
Okay.
Test out different hooks to saying the thing. Come in with different angles, right? Maybe you want to take the one angle, which is beauty, right? And you're like, hey, I want to help you wake up and feel beautiful every single day. Or I want you to wake up and I want you to see the beauty that you are every single day. Maybe another angle is because they want to feel powerful, right? And then the next angle is like, girl, you wake up powerful every day. Why don't you act that way? Well, I'm going to teach, right? It's just coming in with different hooks for my things and then finding the ones that resonate the most with them.
All right,
Yeah,
thank
at the
you.
end of the day, you're talking about your webinar, which is going to help these people get these results. Easy, simple stuff. Sometimes also people aren't ready on the first time. You have no idea how many people are actually watching, Marie. You have no idea how many people have reached. Okay, ow. Can I take 2 seconds and tell a quick story?
Mm-hmm.
This is about how, oops, you have no idea who's watching. There's so many times that we're doing these things and we feel like it's doing nothing, but we have no idea who is watching. So this happened to me about a year ago. Technically, it happened about 14 months ago. 14 months ago, I had my second son. We were in the hospital, and my second son, Daniel, I'll just say Daniel from here on out.
Oh,
Uh,
my baby's name is Daniel too.
I knew I liked something about you, Marie. So we have Daniel, and over the first day, he's just not getting enough milk, and that turned into like he's not getting enough like blood sugar or something like that, and yada yada yada. Just simple stuff, right? But we weren't understanding what was going on. Doctors finally figured it out. They ran some tests. So as we're coming back, I have my first son, Jonah, with us. So as I'm bringing Jonah to the hospital to see his brother, it's beautiful for 2 minutes and it's absolutely a crazy show, right? So I got to scoop Jonah out. Time to take him home. This is not going to work anymore. I run Jonah out. As I'm running Jonah out of the hospital, I see my wife talking to a doctor. I'm like, ooh, I need to be a part of that conversation because she's had a baby. So I need to go help. Run Jonah outside, right? I'm like, okay, cool. Nana takes Jonah home. I run back upstairs. As I run back in, I turn left and I see the doctor, and my wife is turning away from her, like, oh, wow, conversation just finished. So I kind of speed walk to not look like a crazy person. I go down to see the doctor. Hey, doc, do you mind if I have a couple minutes? Could you just tell me what you told my wife, right? Doctor goes into a 10-minute spiel, the whole thing. At the end of it, she's like, hey, basically, just make sure he eats more milk. Cool. Can do that, doc. Thanks a lot. As I'm turning to walk away, the doctor looked at me really quizzically, and I was like, "Uh-oh, something's about to happen." And then she said, "Can I ask you a quick question? I'm sorry. Can I ask you a really quick question?" And I said, "Yeah, of course. What's up, doc? How can I help?" And she goes, "Are you the funnel guy?" And my jaw hit the floor. I chipped a tooth when my jaw hit the floor. I was not expecting that conversation then and there. What she said next really floored me. She goes on to say, I say, yeah, I am the funnel guy. Great to see you. She goes on to tell me how she joined a challenge 3 years prior where she heard me doing the thing. And she said, you made such an impression on me that I've actually been trying to find you recently for two reasons. Number one, I'm finally ready to move forward with my business, and you were the first person I wanted to reach out to. So let's be clear. That was 3 years ago I made that impression. And this is somebody who's had business dreams for 3 years. So all the content has been put in front of her. She's watching the videos. She's seeing all the ads from all the people. You never know who's watching. She continues to go on and say, not only did I want your help working with my business, I also have some friends who live in the city. They have a multi-million-dollar house that they want to sell, and they're looking for a realtor recommendation. I remembered that you said you used to be a realtor, and I found you to have such strong character that I wanted to see if you were still practicing real estate and would represent my friends for me in this home sale. I just did a live 3 years ago. I just did a session 3 years ago, and that impression was still so on her, right? So you, Marie, you never know who's watching. And I like to look at it that way. Now, because content can feel scary and content can feel dark and content can feel very, very lonely. So that is the way that I always look at it when I'm doing content, when I'm doing anything. You never know who's watching, and you do your best every single time, right? I don't care if you're going to be a trash man. You be the best trash man you've ever seen. So you do the best every time, and you might have somebody who watches you right now today, but isn't ready to make that chance. They're not ready to make the change. They're not ready to try the thing, right? But after you keep doing the thing, that person, they've been watching for the last 3 months, 6 months, a year. And when they are finally ready to go do the thing, who are they doing it with? They're doing it with you. So do not stop, and you never, ever know who's watching.
Thank you, Dante.
You got it, Marie.
Yeah,
Great
so the
question.
one person who showed up, she actually bought from me on Shopify. She just came to testify that your products were good, la 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 la, but she still purchased. So she was like, okay, yeah, send me the link, I'll buy.
It's perfect. It's perfect. You're gonna have a lot of those, Marie, because you basically have a new opportunity. You know, when you hear people start saying, "I've never seen anybody doing this," whew, yeah, sales should be rolling pretty easy from here on out.
All right, Dante. So the main thing I need is content, 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 content.
You have a webinar, you have a presentation. That presentation, although you didn't get a live sale in the moment yet, that presentation made sales. And all it took was you calling your customer, which you're going to do anyway.
No,
You've
the
proven
the
life.
second one I had, she made a sale there.
Oh, in the webinar, like she
Yes.
went to the link and you
Mm-hmm.
didn't have to call her to.
No, I did not.
You have life, Marie. You have life. Now it's time to go really focus on bringing people in. All the traffic opportunities. Yes.
All right, Dante.
Awesome. Great stuff, Marie.
Thank you.
You got it.
Mhm.
Okay, Margaret, you are next. How can I help? And Marie, stick around. I'm probably going to want to talk about your pricing question with Trey. But good to see you, Margaret.
All right, no problem, Dante.
All right. Okay. So, um, well, just so much going on. And again, as I keep building momentum in this, it's a little nerve-wracking, a little exciting, a whole lot of prayer, and it's good stuff. I think if you're not a little nervous in the service, there's something wrong. Um,
Yeah.
so I did a little research based on our conversation yesterday, just for my own, curiosity.
Hmm.
And so there's a few books out there on grant readiness. And when I talk about things that I not necessarily want to do, like because there's so much that I'm already doing. And you're thinking, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking time, I'm thinking bandwidth, I'm thinking I'm constantly doing something and building. And it's not everybody's gonna call. She doesn't want to do anything. No, I'm not lazy. I'm a hard worker. So I looked, and I'm a little bit of a competitor, and I saw some of the books. I already, bought three of them, so I can take a look and see what they're doing. There's two more that I've gotta buy. One is like 2 pages long, which is funny. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on putting together. Um, Something ridiculously and I like the word that you use is irresistible. None of them were irresistible. None of the titles, none of anything they were doing. It was not irresistible. It's kind of underwhelming. Not that they didn't champion and put something out there. So I have to applaud that. I can't take that away from them. So I applaud them
They're
on.
not marketers. They don't know what you know.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, okay, so I gotta crush these guys because they're competitors. I gotta crush them, in the most diplomatic and nice way that I can. Um, so I'm gonna do that. And my question is, as we talk about these different, yesterday you talked to me about these different courses, same grant readiness, but different opportunities in ClickFunnels. So I have the workspace grant readiness workspace. When I, so if I add like the freebie we did and we have it in my grant readiness funnel,
Mhm.
if I take that out and make it a standalone, is that considered another course? Or that's just accessibility to the same course, though. It's not, there's nothing different.
Yes, so there's different ways that we could tier this out. You could have one course that has three levels of access. Uh, say it this way. You could have one course that is maybe a has three different areas. It talks about three different components of grant readiness. And you have three lead magnets that are talking about those components. Lead magnet A just gets them access to the things to section A in that course. Lead magnet B just gets them to section B. So like, yeah, there's tons of ways that we could tier stuff out properly.
Right. And
What is your question exactly though?
okay, so my question is that I don't want to call it course if it's not really a course because you only have so many courses, right, for each pricing structure under ClickFunnels, and I don't want to. So, for example, I want to do the grant readiness, and I have all of these different ways now that we can package it. So we're really talking about repackaging, and
Yeah.
then what I really want to do is my course, Power Women, Power Secrets: The Making of a Power Woman. Now, those are specifically two different courses.
Are they two different businesses?
No, because my overarching business is small business concierge. So under that, because I market myself as a small business fitness coach, all of that would come under small business concierge,
Sure.
but different courses. So right now we're focusing on the
Yeah,
grant.
but under your umbrella. Okay, so like I don't we'll see if I'm allowed to talk about this or not. We'll figure it out later. We have Edison, right? Russell has Edison.
Yes, I'm
His
aware. Yes.
and under Edison, he has many standalone businesses that also work together. But ClickFunnels and Prime Mover are separate businesses. Although we work together, they are
Right.
separate businesses. So in that case, ClickFunnels gets its own workspace. Prime Mover gets its own workspace. Marketing Secrets gets its own workspace, as does Voomly gets its own workspace. They're separate businesses with
Okay,
separate
I get it.
products, with separate customers, with separate emails. Does that make more sense?
Yes. So could I, because when I started this, I didn't know the difference between a workspace and a business, right? In
Fair.
ClickFunnels. Okay, so I would like to change my grant readiness workspace to small business concierge because under that there aren't any other business. There's no subsidiaries or anything like that. So Prime Mover sounds like it has these subsidiaries. I've been to Russell's website like a million times in the last couple of weeks, and so those are subsidiaries. But if they're not actually business, they have to be some sort of business. You guys have them out there. So, but in any case, I have no subsidiaries. Everything under Small Business Concierge is either coaching, training
That
courses,
don't have their
events.
own LLCs or S corp.
Correct. Small Business Concierge is its own C corporation.
So then the only real reason you would need to or want to use separate workspaces is just to keep your contacts clean. Like you just mentioned, woman power, correct?
Yes,
So you don't want woman power emails going out to your male business owners, correct?
that would be correct.
So like you might want to make woman power its own workspace, and that way only your women clients get put in there. Like in that workspace are only those clients of that thing. You'll never have to worry about sending the wrong emails to the wrong people because the wrong people aren't even there to send to.
Okay, so that makes sense. So maybe I keep the current workspace as is, grant
Yep.
readiness framework. So
Yep.
that's everybody who wants to go down the bunny trail.
Yep.
Okay, and so let's go back to the grant readiness. I guess the second part of that question or clarity for me would be because I need to get this out today. I'm trying to get, if I can get $10,000 in the door today, I'm going to do it. So,
Yeah.
okay, so if I under the grant readiness workspace and I create what we talked about yesterday, a 6 month, it's a coaching slash grant readiness and let's call it government contracting and want a little bit of management. So I'm wrapping some things in there, but I'm doing it under the grant readiness design growth, which brings in government contracting because it's all the same thing fundamentally. So is that a different course? Because there's no course in that. It's just a product. It's just an intangible coaching product that's derived from the grant readiness framework.
Okay, so are you saying this product is basically just a Zoom link that they're going to get for the next 6 months?
Right. So when I set it up, there is no right. So when we do
So
our
there's no
coaching,
workbooks, there's no course, there's no They already have it. This is just coaching on the thing.
right, it's all coaching. It's me. It's like I said yesterday, it's a mix between do it with you and do it for you.
Yeah.
They're not actually going through the course.
Yeah.
I'm I'm helping them with their growth strategy. So
Yep.
anything that is going to be developed or built, I'm going to do it for them.
Mhm.
So I just need a way for them to pay for it. So if I set it up,
You
I just
do.
want the takes to give them that link. They can pay their $9,997 for 6 months, and we're all excited. And they'll get, they'll see the offer in stack or the stack.
Yes.
It says you're going to get this, 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 and this, and I'm going to help you. I'm going to be the adult in the room so you and your brother don't kill each other, and we can help bring some balance to what they're trying to do.
100%. 100%. So here's how easy it is too. Like, just so your mind understands how it works. You go make the product. You name it whatever you want to name it. You add that product to the order form you're sending them. That order form is connected to a workflow. That workflow, when they buy, tags them. So you now have a tag of all the people that purchased your product. And guess what? Every day, every once a week, whenever you're sending it out, you just send them an email, which is a Zoom link. Send an email broadcast to all the people that have that tag. Right now, it's just the one client. Cool. Take your time, Trey. You're great, man. Right now, it's just the one client, so easy peasy. But in the future, you're like, oh, I have 3 clients, and we're going live this Wednesday, right? What or who do I have to send my links out to this week, right? It's you just sending them to an order form, so they buy, get added to the workflow. You tag them. There's your clients, and just send them out a Zoom link every week. I don't care if you send it from a ClickFunnels email, your own personal email, doesn't matter.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
so you're right. It's just a product they have to buy. You just make the product for them to buy. Most important part of everything you said on that order form, attach a workflow, tag them. You easily know who you need to look for.
Okay, so like that, so I could take and duplicate my freebie and adjust that for the $9,997, add the
I would
pay,
I
add
would
the order
probably just
form.
make us order a new order form for this, Margaret.
Oh, just a new order form, not even a,
Yeah, like a new page. This is a fairly one-off client right now, correct?
right. So I don't need an additional page. I just need the order form.
Yeah, we just need an order form and an order confirmation. Add the product to that order form page. Done.
So when you say add the order to the order form, is that to my
Gotcha.
current grant
Gotcha.
flow?
You could do it to your current flow or just make a new funnel. Like in my mind, I'm just seeing you make a new funnel.
Okay.
Create funnel. I could care less what I don't care about any of the templates or anything here. I want to start from scratch because you already have order forms that you've created, right? You could just use those page templates again. So we're gonna
Okay.
say special, sorry, order for hand holding, right?
Oh,
Create.
nice. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And then I would just add my pages. We're going to add one page. I don't care what it is, just new page because you can use your own templates. You already have these created. Just name it order form. Then we hop down here. After they purchase, we just need to send them to an order confirmation. You already have order confirmations that you've made too. Just use your funnel pages, right? So I'm just going to use new page. Who cares? That's a confirmation. Create the page. Like bingo. Now you just go here, add the product to the order form where they can buy. It's already designed out. It's already your stuff. Maybe just go there and change your headline. This is the product for you, brothers. Like easy, simple stuff. This is just so fast. Then just add your workflow, attach a workflow. It could be a random workflow, a new one that you make that just tags the people. All that would be perfectly fine. Does that make sense?
It does, and because I use a team out of Pakistan, they have to kind of wiggle me through, but I get the gist.
Yeah.
Perfect. And it still can get up to date. I can get the opportunity out to the client, and then let them decide they really want to do it anyway. So I'll give them 3 different offers that'll drive them right back to the $9,997.
Cool. That's perfect. And just in case the team slows you up, don't forget this is easy. This is so simple to do. Like I'm going to do it with you right now. A blank section, 1 column. I want a headline and a subheadline. Then right down here, I want a 2 column row. If you're going to put a mock-up of the thing, you put an image on the left. Now here's a mock-up of the thing that you're going to offer. On the right-hand side, I have a headline and I have a checkout element. There you are right there. Boom. Like that's it. You could put down here if you wanted to, you could put a bullet list and you could make a stack of like you're gonna get this and this and this and
Cool. I'm
this
gonna
is
do that.
it. This is it. Here's the name of the product.
Okay, I'm gonna snip this. Let me snip this so I can
Yes, take your
let
time.
me snip it right here. I'm gonna go ahead and snip it. Awesome. I
Sweet,
got it.
sweet.
Perfect.
Easy peasy.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. That's I'm gonna do that right now.
Awesome. Love
All
that.
right. Thanks.
You got it. All right, gang. 12 o'clock on a Tuesday, and you know what that means. Trey Day, baby. My favorite day of the week. Good to see you, stud. How are you, man?
Hey, man. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Oh, is everybody enjoying the new year?
I hope so. I am.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. Man, CPMs are great, guys. CPMs
Ooh.
are really good on Facebook right now.
Took us 8 seconds. CPMs. I love it. Let's get after it,
CPMs,
Trey.
cost per 1,000 impressions.
Cost per
People call
milli,
that.
which equals 1,000 impressions.
Yeah, I don't know why they do an M, but you know, CP something. So, you know, the biggest thing is what I'm seeing across clients, across our accounts, and hopefully across your guys' accounts, is the 150, the $150 a day starting point seems to be the key metric. Had a client, I've multiple calls before this. So on a previous call, one of the clients was saying that he's been at $50 a day, 3 ads within one ad set, and his average cost per acquisition has been $80. And he's like, I can't get it under that. And it's all because too many ads, not enough budget. So, you know, when you're starting out here, and I'm going to show you a trick that we all discovered today as a group. So I'm going to share that with you guys too. But one thing you want to do is one campaign, one ad set, one ad. And inside that one ad is 3 reels. So like Instagram style video or TikTok, Instagram, you know, vertical. 2 images of the product, and you want to show the product being used in those images. Like Dante's Uncle Jim always says, you know, presentation without demonstration is just conversation. Presentation without demonstration is just conversation. If you're not demoing the product in the image, what's the point of the image? You got to show them why, like what you need is, or make it where they go, huh, what is that? Like they're scrolling on their device at night. Matt Damon was on Jimmy Kimmel talking about his new video called R.I.P. I don't know if you guys seen it on Netflix. It's the #1 on Netflix. And he goes, it wasn't about what the movie was about. It was how we made the movie. He goes, we are making movies different now because they're not in the movie theaters anymore. People aren't going to theaters. People are sitting on their couch at home and they're on their phone. So they got their phone in their hand while they're trying to watch a movie. So we got to keep the attention high. Same thing with your reels. These people are scrolling on their news feeds, TikTok, Instagrams, all the goodies, right? And at the end of the day, we got to get there. We got to grab their attention.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna, since you kind of went dark here. That's what we're trying
right
to
here.
do. That's what we're trying to do, my friends.
Nothing's changed. Like there is no new thing. Although some of the strategies and tactics, like how we actually tactically do the thing, has changed, nothing has changed. Marketers for the last centuries have been trying to capture people's attention, right? Even in the Roman times, they had billboard places where the government would place billboard capturing attention. So yes, keep running, Trey. You're on the money. We have to do that.
Yeah, if you're new here, welcome. By the way, we just get dirty. So the 150 budget. Now that's scary for some of you guys. That's a lot of money. You know, that's buying a Ruth Chris dinner every night, which can be scary. But I do want to say something about that. You are not responsible for the debt of your business. Your client is. Your customer is. Allow your customer to pay the debt, to pay the cost of goods, to pay the shipping cost. to pay the Facebook ads. See, I had a client, we had this really long conversation. I'm so glad we did. You forget about this stuff. And so she's new. She's doing really good, by the way. But she's like, Trey, do I have to have $3,500 in my bank account in order to run $150 a day on Facebook? And the simple answer is no. You don't have to have any money. I didn't have any money when I first started out. I had an Amex, an American Express. And an American Express is a charge card, not a credit card, which means as long as I keep paying it off, I can keep charging on that card. And that's how we were able to scale to $250,000 a month. We do the same tactic today. Like we don't have to have cash in the bank account. It can be in investments. It can be in portfolios. It can be gone somewhere else. We allow the customer to obtain our debt. So when I go spend $150 on Facebook ads, and that converts a client or a browser into a consumer, that person goes on my website and they purchase my product. They type in their credit card information or their PayPal information. They transact for the shirt or for the offer, but that pays me for the cost that I'm paying for that product. They pay for the shipping, and they pay for the Facebook ads to have that offer be presented in front of them. And if you do this really, really well, my friends, they'll even pay you a little bit of what we call profit to put that offer in front of them. So when you hear me say, go spend $150 a day on Facebook, I'm not saying you got to go spend that money. Have your customers spend that money. Now, the other misconception is it's $150 a day. Like I'm literally taking $150 a day from my bank account and putting it in Facebook. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the same thing. Bop. And the next day, bop. Like Trey, that adds up quick. Even if you're running a negative funnel, meaning it's not breaking even, it's actually costing you money to run that traffic. Well, let's just say you made $200 today and you spent $100 on Facebook. So now there's only $100 left in revenue. Then you minus out your cost of goods, you minus out the shipping, a little overhead, and you're negative like $25 at the end of the day. So $200 came in and $225 went out. So the real question is, how much did you actually spend on Facebook? If you ask me, I would say $25. If you look at Facebook, it says $150. So essentially, I only took $25 out of my bank account that day, not $150. And that's how you guys have to kind of wrap your mind around spending money on Facebook and spending money on inventory and spending money on shipping. Is you're not spending any money. You are literally what I call a toll booth. You got traffic, consumers, customers on the left. You have the offer on the right. In order for them to get that offer, they got to go through you. In order for them to see that offer, they got to go on Facebook. So there's this transaction that's happening, and you're just the guy in the middle, collecting a little bit of that sliver off of the transaction, 10%, 20% of that revenue, which is fantastic. So about that trick I was leaning into. Let me show you that trick.
Before you show us that trick,
Yeah.
my mind is not really wrapping around that. Help me. You spent $100 on Facebook, and I made $200. Right? I made $200 that day. 100 of it was for Facebook. I have 100 left, and there's my COGS, my cost of goods, my overhead, my sales, my shipping. So I pay Facebook 100, and I pay 125. So I'm down 225, and I'm only looking at that as loss. I'm not seeing it in your way. So where was my brain wrong?
You're not seeing the $25 as a loss?
I'm not seeing the 25. I'm seeing 100 to Facebook, 100 on product. I'm just not seeing it.
Okay. It's a good question. Let's look. Over the shoulder. That's kind of cool. What's that?
Whoa.
I've not seen that before. There we go, whiteboard. Zoom updated some stuff. All right.
Yeah, they did, huh? I haven't seen that either.
Let's do some whiteboards. Here we go. Oh, geez. Okay, you can see that, right? Yeah.
Yep, got it.
Okay, so let's say revenue generated was $200. So we brought in customers, they bought t-shirts from us. Facebook ads, if we logged into Facebook ads, it said, hey, I spent $100 today. And then the shirts, those cost me $50 to make math easy on Trey. Shipping was $25, and then overhead was $50. Okay, so what's my total expense?
225.
100 plus 50 plus 50 plus $25. So yeah, $225. So I paid out $225 for shirt, for shipping, for overhead, and for Facebook. Total revenue generated was $200 minus my expenses, $225, means I'm at a negative $25 for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess it doesn't do that. All right. Yeah, negative $25 for that day. So although Facebook took $100 from me out of pocket, I'm negative $25.
Right. I see that now. Anybody have any questions on that? If you do, feel free to just unmute. This is a small session today.
That's how I look at it. So if I'm going to do that for 30 days, 25 times 30 is I'm only negative $750 for the month. So that month, my business cost me $750. But that 750 generated, I don't even know. Let's just say if you're spending, let's just do some math real quick. 30, so it's $3,000 times divided by 120 customers. And how I got that was $100 times 30 days is $3,000 in ad spend at $25 per conversion equals 120 customers.
Nice.
Simple math.
Nice.
But I didn't pay $3,000. I paid $750. So really, what did I get a customer for? $750 divided by 120 customers equals $6.25. So really, I paid in that month only $6 to acquire a customer. And if I know my customer LTV over 12 months equals $12, then that means, my friends, I just made 100% on my money.
Yep.
That is also called a cash machine.
Mm-hmm.
This is the exercise you guys need to do every day until this math becomes so simple that you understand it, that you can preach it to me, teach it to me and Dante. That means you finally understand it. Or go teach it to your son, go teach it to your daughter, go teach it to your spouse. That'll mean you really know it and understand, because they're going to ask you questions. You're like, oh, that's a really good question.
Mm-hmm.
Figure that out. This is the math where the LTV of someone comes in is what I like to see as recurring. So a subscription, a continuity aspect of the business. For us, we have perks. Maybe you have a t-shirt club. Charlie, I don't know if Charlie's on here today. Charlie has a donation support club, which is freaking hilarious. It's great, pure profit, where people just pay him money every day to support the group. But makes money, cash cows. And so he knows, hey, I'm going to make $1,000 this month, regardless if I sell, regardless if I wake up today and go to work. Hopefully he wakes up. But this is what we need to know. So if I know for one recurring member equals, on average 8 months at $20 a month profit, well, then that's 8 times 20, which equals $160. And if I'm only enrolling 20% of customers, then that 160 multiplied by 20% is $32 per customer. So if I know that a customer is costing me $6 and over the next 8 months, that customer is going to be worth $32 because of the people I have in recurring, gosh dang, how much money would you be pushing through Facebook? But we don't see any of this. We're blind to this because all you see is, oh, I went negative $6. I'm going negative, Trey. I'm going negative. I'm turning off my ads. Scary. I'm seeing my credit card bill over 10 grand for the month. That's why we got to know how much our recurring is worth. How much are the subscriptions going to bring in? How do we bring in another client or the same customer to come back and purchase from us again? With other offers that we have.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the money is. Now, guys, this is worst case scenario, right? This is like we're negative. My goal for you is to be break even or positive. Break even or positive. So how do we do that? Well, good news, bad news. Bad news is you spend more money on Facebook per day. The good news is by spending more money on Facebook per day, what we're seeing is the conversions go down. The conversion cost goes down. At 150, that seems to be where Facebook wants us to start. We're starting our campaigns at 150. And the results aren't great. The results kind of suck. But Facebook, it seems, wants a business that looks to grow, not scale. So they want to see you grow slowly over time. And that starts with the ads. That starts with the ads being at, $150 a day. And your conversion costs might be up, it might be down. It might be up, it might be down. Like what I've continually see is our KPIs, key performance indicators, are way out of whack. What we can afford for a conversion are usually high at $150 a mark. Once it falls below our KPI, so the example I'm going to give you is a $30 conversion cost. Once the ad goes below $30 on a day, that night I will increase the ad spend by 50%. So we'll go from 150 to 225. We'll go from 150 to 225. And then I let that run the next day. And if the KPIs again are under where we need them, I again multiply by 1.5, which will take me to 337. Once you crest over that 250 a day mark is when things start to really kind of settle in. Meaning the cost per acquisition stays within like plus or minus $1, $2 over a 7-day period. So if you're looking at a daily, it looks really, really crazy. If you're looking at hourly, like if you're like, oh, I'm spending $250 today and you log in at 8 a.m. and it's already spent $100 and you're at one conversion, don't freak out. Don't freak out. If you're spending $9 grand a day and you've spent $4 grand by 8 a.m. and you got, 20 conversions, you freak out a little bit. Like, well, Facebook, you got $4 grand left. You already spent 50% of the budget. What are you doing? And it's got its own tricks and ponies that it does, but at the end of the day, it kind of evens out. So over 250 into $1,000 a day is what I've seen really kind of be this plus or minus $2 or $3. Once you surpass $1,000 a day and you're moving into like $5,000, $10,000 a day, is where it's just like solid. It's solid. It just sticks. Facebook wants that. Facebook wants your money. Now you're winning all the auctions. You guys, over $500 a day, you guys are outbidding Rolex. You're outbidding Tom Ford. You're outbidding John Deere. You're outbidding all these Nikes. Like, they aren't spending more than $500 a day on Facebook. So when you do, because you're an ROI business, return on investment business, not just a, hey, we just want to get our name out there business, that's when Facebook gives you attention. And it lets you go and bid higher auctions. And it says, okay, John's giving me $10,000 today. I'm going to go out and place that across all these bids and auctions. And people like Rolex and Nike, well, they get the lower bids. Well, you get the better bids. The more money you're able to put in the machine, the more people you're going to get in front of, the more conversions you're going to make. More fuel to the fire. And that's what we're being coached by our Facebook meta reps. And that's what I'm here to coach you guys on.
Which is just amazing. A rising tide raises all ships here. Trey does all the spending, takes all the risk, and we just get all the rewards. So do what he's saying. This is not like some theory. I promise you guys, Trey did not go to ChatGPT for 2 hours today and say, help me craft some nonsense out of thin air. This is like from spending and getting in the top tier of Facebook reps. This is what they're saying. Power.
Yeah. I was just kind of reading through the chat here.
Good.
So let me show you something really cool that we were kind of tinkering with this morning. Most of you guys are newer companies, I believe, or maybe it's like your first offer that you're like, putting out there to the public, which is great. You guys should go do it. However, sometimes people are gonna be like, I don't know who this is. I don't know what company this is. Never heard of them before. And people are, scam avoidance. Is this AI? And are they just gonna take my money and steal my credit card? Right? So how do we get around that? How you get around that is by having people comment that the product arrived, it's in good standing, the product worked. That's, coming down to selling a good product. And making sure that you deliver on your promises. But people will come back and they'll comment on those. And the more you spend, the faster those comments come in. Because there's more people, more conversions, more people getting their order. So just law of large numbers, you're just going to get more people. Once that starts to happen, Facebook allows you to carry that momentum into other products, into other campaigns that you publish. You can actually take all of the comments, likes, and comments, likes, and shares from one post selling one product and move it into a completely different campaign. So now you have this entire a sphere of 1,000 comments, 10,000 likes and shares. And so when people see that, they're like, oh, okay, there's been other people who are like, oh, works great, love the product, got it fast, it's amazing, good company. You can carry that over into an ad set, and into a campaign. You can carry all that over. So now, instead of starting an ad blank, like no likes, no shit, no one wants to be the first to the party, ever. People like to show up late. Hey, the party doesn't start until I arrive, right? Versus I'm getting to the party so I can see the party arrive. So that's a really cool key everyone should be utilizing within their Facebook Business Manager to keep that momentum going. So that way, when you're starting a new product, new ad, you already got all this momentum built that people are seeing, oh, this company's existed. People have purchased it in the past. Stacy loves it. Scott loves it. Dante loves it. Trey loves it. Well, then I'm going to love it. Right? When you guys go shop, you're not reading the text anymore. You're going directly to the testimonials in the review section to make sure it's a good product before you buy it. You might read 1 or 2 paragraphs. But other than that, I think we're all going to the review section before we purchase.
Hey, Trey. Can I ask a question with regards to that, please?
Yeah.
All right. So I know this works when you duplicate a campaign.
Yep.
And then Facebook proposes, do you want to carry your past from that campaign you duplicated into the new campaign you're creating? And then if you take that option, it's gonna give you. But when I started the flex ads you proposed, it doesn't let you duplicate a campaign for flex ads. It doesn't edit. So in that way, is there a particular way how we can transfer the comments and the other reactions into the new flex campaign we are creating, or how does that work?
Can you show me?
Yeah, I can share my screen.
Yeah,
Give
show
me.
me. Let's see. Like I
Thank
said,
you.
we're tinkering with this today, so I don't know. You might be right. I have no idea.
All right. So what do you want me to show you? Like duplicating a campaign and
Nope.
then uh,
Hold on. So first off, go to just edit underneath the dark spots.
okay, right here.
Yep, edit, and that's going to pull it to the left column there. There we go. Okay, so then click those three dots under dark spots, and then click. After that, don't click quick duplicate, just click duplicate itself. Yep, there you go. And then let's see, duplicate with recommendations. Okay, so you can now apply, we're going to apply, approve. Add add a WhatsApp button. What if you uncheck those? Uncheck those. Okay. All right, X out of that. So that one doesn't copy it over. So then let's do the ad set. Let's try the ad set.
Duplicate.
Yeah. I wonder if it's because you have so many ads inside there. So then click exit there. So that one doesn't show it. And then now do an ad.
She also has Advantage Plus on.
Ooh.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't have Advantage Plus for this campaign.
I thought it said it was on.
Click,
Oh.
yeah, see if you click duplicate there and see if it'll push it.
No.
So it wants that WhatsApp. Duplicate.
Yeah, Facebook wants to take me to take the recommendations they're giving you.
Oh yeah. Don't they always?
It looks like I was looking this up. It looks like for flex ads, you need to do it at your account level itself.
Account level, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so flex ads, you need to create it from like scratch.
Scratch. So you can't push it over, huh?
No, you cannot. I tried it. Like I tried because I wanted to get an ad that had a lot of comments that I could duplicate, and then I just
Yeah.
remove the ad set and put just as you always say for the flex ad, but it told me we cannot edit flex ads, so you need to create from a new one, a new campaign.
That's interesting. And what do you think, Dante? You gotta do it from the account level?
Yeah, I put it in the chat. I was just talking to Google's AI about it, and it seems like for flex ad, there is an ID issue that it doesn't have the same kind of campaign ID where you can just add it across. So we would have to go to her account settings and then turn on the social information.
All right, let's do it together.
Right here?
Let's do it. I believe so.
How fun. Look at this. We're all learning together.
Yeah, business settings. You can close that.
Close.
We're looking for creating ads. Scroll me down on the left side where the accounts are. Like over here. Scroll me down. Yeah, scroll me down.
Okay.
Where are you?
Some of those are drop downs, like under the not request. What was the other one you had up there? Data sources. I wonder if it's under data sources. So what are we looking for? What's it say look for?
I put it in the chat.
Oh.
It says we have to go to Ads Manager, Account Settings, and then we're looking for the Creating Ads section. And we're looking for social information. I haven't seen any of that. Go to click Data Sources. Expand that for me.
Which one? Oh, right here.
Yeah. Where is this? Go to the top.
Where?
Yeah, right there. Okay. Go to your ad accounts.
Ad accounts. Right here.
Okay, 3 dots. Scroll down. I don't think this is it.
That's all.
Oh, where are you?
Oh, it wants us in the ads manager. Ads manager,
Oh, of course, yes, it does. Oh my gosh, the first list.
account, add account settings. There we go. And then see if it's in here. Or advertise. Oh, here we go. Advertising settings. I'm following along now.
Nice.
Uh, oh,
Marie, you can go back.
social information. Okay, we got it. So basically, have her go over on the left side to the home. So
Right
home
there,
button.
Marie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you take the wheel.
So where should I go?
Right there, home.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see where it says Ads Manager right below that home? Ads Manager, 3 down.
Yeah.
Click that, and then down where it says, hold on, just did it. That's interesting. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back. Oh. How did I do that? Wasn't there. Up on the top in the domain. Let's see if this takes me here real quick. Let's see if I can get you a domain to it. Maybe just go. Hold on. And oh, here we go. Okay, so ads manager. Oh, that's interesting that you don't have that because I have it. Ads account, add account settings. So let's see if I can give you this. Hold on 1 second. Let's see what happens when you do this. Okay, put this in, click this link in the chat. Oh, that's not the right link. Hold on. Grabbing a shake. There you go. Click that
Mm-hmm.
in the chat. See if that takes you somewhere.
I'm trying to expand. Okay.
We might be looking at a new window. Did you do that new window?
Yes, it's gonna take me to a different one.
Okay, make sure yeah, so there we go.
Oh, we got you. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So there you go. Log in there.
Facebook.
Yeah, mine was already checked. Interesting enough.
That is odd, huh?
Yeah. So hers might be just automatically checks. So I guess it's gonna what it said is if the image is similar or if the video is similar, then it's gonna carry those likes and comments across. There you go. And then on the top right, Dante, where it says advertising settings.
Sorry, I'm getting my tool. It's right up here, Marie.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's probably for the wrong account because it looks like this one's stopped. So you might have to do that drop down on that business manager. Where it says like 8845.
What is this red notification up here?
That you don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want that. I think you're in the wrong account. Hit that drop down at the top middle.
This one?
Yeah.
Then go to Silk and Radiant.
Yeah.
And then click on that add account one on the right.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
There we go. Advertising settings, top right. Mm-hmm.
Make sure you guys keep that link in the chat so you guys can do the same exercise that she's walking through right now. Just make sure you're activated on Flex because that's what we tell you guys to do. Flex. That seems to be working the best for us. Hopefully, it'll work for you guys too. Yeah, if you click on the advertising settings, it'll pull up there's squares, and you have to scroll down a little bit. Yep, scroll down, and then you'll see that social, the one that Dante was saying. It's at the very bottom. Social information, bottom left.
That's not okay, right here.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll see if it's checked. Mine was checked, so we'll see if yours is checked. Yours is checked. So there you go. So most likely everybody's is already checked. So it looks like it's carrying those across anyways for you on the Flex ads automatically.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So
Does it show on the side of the viewers or like me? Because if I create a new ad right now and I'm not gonna see it from my end.
No, probably not.
Okay. And then one thing, Trey, so when I did the Flex ads, I realized that you cannot know which of the creatives are doing well and which is not.
That's right.
So how do you know if your videos are the problem or is something else if you're not getting like opt-ins or the sales you need?
Well, the first thing is I would suggest is did you spend $150 a day for 7 days?
Okay.
Did you or no?
Sorry?
Did you spend $150 a day for 7 days?
Oh no, I did not. I spent 50.
50?
Yes.
That's the issue. You guys gotta be spending $150 a day.
Okay.
And you're just gonna do that for 7 to 14 days. To go buy a Chick-fil-A franchise is like I think it's like 250 grand or 300 grand cash plus you have to have $1 million in assets.
Yep.
Right? Like we're starting a business here. We got to have some cash flow. Cash flow, we need cash moving in order for customers to come in. If you're not spending any money, you're not going to make any conversions. You got to have cash moving in order to get the conversions. And that it's hard. Like I get it. It sucks. So we either got to find another way to make money. So a second job, a raise, something from your daily to or I don't know, or a bonus, right? Sell some more to be able to be like, okay, we're going to allocate these funds, or you go sell your car and you only got one car for the family, or you move into a smaller house so that way your mortgage payment's less. Like whatever it takes to get the business up and running so that way you can leapfrog into your next like way of life, right? Like that's what I do. There's stuff that I do today that's like, man, I really want to go on a nice trip, but you know what? I'm gonna go take that 30 grand and I'm gonna go pop it into ads because that 30 grand is gonna make me 60 grand, and then I get a free trip plus I kept my 30 grand. Right now I can go on the trip.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of, I mean, money is a tool, and how you use it is really reflective of kind of how the business can grow, right? Like your business is a siphon. It wants the money. It needs that money. But again, your customer's paying for it. Have your customer pay for the ads. Have them pay for the cost of goods. Have them pay for the shipping. And if you do everything right, you'll make a little bit of money too.
And that really is a mindset, right, Trey? Like Dan Kennedy's talked about it forever as pass the bill to the herd. And I think that's a real mindset that it probably is tough for a lot of people to get into.
Dude, I was spending $10 a day, guys. Like I didn't go, my first 10 years ago, I was spending $10 a day. I was scared shitless to spend $11 a day, right? I was spending $10 a day because that's all my mind could afford to make, but I wanted to be a millionaire. It's kind of ironic. It's like, I'm not willing to spend any money, but I want this. But in order to get here, I need to spend this. It's like, but I don't want to spend that. Well, then you must not really want to be a millionaire, right? So it's just getting out of your way, and the money will come one way or another. The other way to look at it is you're paying for education. You're paying for education. You could go spend $5,000 on a coach, and he's also going to tell you spend 150 a day. Or you can show up to OFA for $100 a month and save $4,900 and go and spend that $4,900 at $150 a day, right? Like what you guys have here is an amazing, amazing platform where some of the best in their fields are coming to you guys, giving you guys great advice, and you got to go take that advice. Like we're not here to set you up for failure. We're here to set you up for success. I don't just show up to be like, oh, ha. Hope they go pay money to Facebook because Zuckerberg's paying me in the back pocket. I wish, right? Like I'm telling you what's working. It's like here's how to go ride a bike. You're like I don't want training wheels. Okay, well you're gonna fall flat on your face for a little bit without the training wheels. You might figure it out, but you probably want some training wheels before you go try to ride a bike. And then you go to to a motorcycle, to a crotch rocket, to hey I want to go be a racer in a motorcycle, race. It's like, well, in order to get there, you had to start with training wheels.
Yes. Yes.
Like we're
I'm
setting
curious,
you guys
Trey.
up.
She's running a little different. She's running a webinar that's
Oh,
then
cool.
selling her skincare product on the back end.
That's legit.
Does that change anything that you've heard, like expert versus ecom or like right to an order form versus a webinar registration page? Does that change anything, or is it still $150 a day is the way?
I don't know. I have not tested that. I have no idea. I can't. I don't want to give you wrong advice there. I just know if like, I'd rather not have the webinar. Like, can we just put the webinar on the sales page and they can watch it? And then I know I'm getting a conversion after they watch it, versus doing this streamline of, bringing them on a webinar, teaching them, hoping they, 30, like you got a 30% show up rate, 20% show up rate. So you're losing 80% of the traffic that you just purchased. And like, I don't know if that back out. It'd have to be something really nice. Maybe it does. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And maybe we talk about this, little Marie, because I know I talked to you about this a while ago as well.
Can I say something? Sorry, I'm
Please, please.
so this is what Russell Brunson tells us to do, that we should run a live webinar once a week for a year, and then our life will change. And that sentence stuck with me. My life will change once a week, live for a year.
Yep.
So I think that's why she's doing it. That's why I'm doing the same thing, running ads to make them sign up for webinar. And on the webinar I'm selling, so and completely from what he calls it, the perfect webinar, right? So that
Yes.
model.
Are you
So that's
selling a product, or are you selling a program?
I'm selling a program for 1,300.
Okay, yes, because you got to have like $1,000 pure profit for webinars to work. It needs to be at least $1,000.
Okay.
Like,
When he
take
says
home.
he means the product you're selling in the webinar.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
So
so,
you're doing
but
that
what-
right. Like that's expert all day.
What we're hitting here with like Marie too is prime mover as they come in on prime mover coaching. Prime mover is webinars, right? This is what Russell built his entire career on. This is what he teaches. So they're like trying to combine prime mover teachings with OFA. But in Marie's case, she wants to sell physical products. She has skincare. And Marie, the product is, I believe, $139.
Yes.
So she's run a couple webinars and she's able to generate sales from those webinars. But like you're saying, That's not $1,000 price point. So what do you think?
What do you get an opt-in for? Let's just do the numbers real quick. How much is
Sorry,
an
how much an opt-in?
Uh-huh.
When I did I don't know. I need to go back to my Facebook to verify. Hmm.
And while okay, here we go. Look at that. Trey's whiteboard. We love that.
My whiteboard of text. So yeah, what's an opt-in cost us?
I see what you're saying. That's an extra step for a care product. It makes sense. I agree with you, by the way. Yeah.
And
Good work.
at $139, typically we don't need to set them and warm them up like a webinar does. For your product, yes, we do need a webinar for sure. We need to set them, we need to set the tone, we need to smash limiting beliefs, and then we need to build the pressure in the stack. Yes, for you. Little different for Marie.
Honestly, Trey, I don't even know because my ad account is initially when I set it up, I didn't set the columns for opt-in. So right now it doesn't even show me how many people opted in through my Facebook account.
Okay. How much did you spend on Facebook?
All right, let me see. Go to maximum. So far,
Okay, I think I did that. My fault.
Is this still Sharon?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what you did. Oh, you muted her?
I keep getting a connection error.
Yeah, you do keep going in and
160.
out a little bit.
Okay, probably just me.
Mm-hmm. Do you have the number?
Yeah, so far it's $203 plus $116.
Okay.
I think
That's 219 or 319, excuse me.
yes.
Mm-hmm. And how many people opted in to the webinar?
Like 17.
That can't be right.
Sorry.
That's not right. Is that right? 17?
Yes.
17 people.
Yes.
319 divided by 17 is $18 per registration. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay. How many people showed up to the webinar?
3 so far.
Okay. So 3 out of 17, you have a 20% show up rate. So 17% show up rate. How many people bought?
2.
Okay. 2 bought. So 2 out of, what did you say? 3? 3 people showed up?
3,
Yes.
yeah, 3 people showed up.
So you have a 66% currently conversion rate. Okay. How much did they spend?
139.
Each?
Let's just say 140. Yeah, each.
Okay. So 139.
0.99.
So okay. So 27. So they've spent 278. Okay. And what we spend? And what's your profit on that?
On the products itself,
Yeah.
it's I think $100.
So you made 200?
Yes. I think if I combine what I gave them, it should cost me like $40. And I sold it for 139, which is like 140.
Yeah. Okay. So you made $200 profit. Okay. So basically we're through. This got really big. Hold on. So basically you're $119 off currently. So you got 17% show up rate, which is pretty much accurate. You probably get that to 20 with like text messages and email follow up. What you usually see, I'll be kind of interested to ask Dante this, but Dante, what do you see on the follow up sales? Do you see 50% or do you see 100%?
No, more like 50.
Okay, So
You're talking email sequence or calls?
yeah.
Yeah, more like 50.
Okay, so 50% on the back end on the follow up.
Yep.
So I mean, you could be really close because that puts you at 300 profit over 319. So it's like break even. And then are they buying 139 subscription? Like, are they grabbing a subscription with that?
No, I didn't make it a subscription.
Okay. Well, when people buy your skincare, how many of them usually come back and buy more?
Um, on Shopify, I could have that data, but for the webinar funnel, I just started it, so I don't
Well, I
know
mean,
yet.
as a client of your skincare, right? So on
Mm-hmm.
average, what would you say, 20% come back?
I think I checked the last time it was like 47.
Okay, that's really good. So
You want me to
It's
verify?
like I love all the stuff that she says. I love it. Her margins are crazy. Her close
great.
rate in the webinar is crazy. But you have to wonder, right? What if what if she had like a buy more machine layout and she just ran ads right to an order form?
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, you got this now. This is your control, right? So, I mean, let's look at this. It's costing you 319 divided by 2. It's costing you 160. It's costing you $160 to make one conversion right now with a webinar. And the majority of them didn't show up. 80% of the people who said, "Oh, I'm interested," didn't even show up to the webinar to hear what you had to pitch. So think if all registrants, all 17 who opted in, actually heard your pitch. Well, if we're at a 66% conversion rate, that means 8 people would have closed instead of 2. So you might have been actually positive.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of how the numbers kind of wrap themselves into it, right? Like that's what I love about this business is just some simple math, like addition and subtraction can tell us how the offer is operating. Like, is this a good offer or a bad offer? For me, I would want 100 opt-ins to know how this conversion rate's going to kind of even out.
Okay.
Right? Like you might, like with these 2 who bought, you might have been directly talking to them, answering their personal questions, getting real involved with them versus a webinar where you have 100 people on, you're not going to be able to do those things. So the question is, will it scale? Like when those 2 people are on, did you do a webinar and like close the cart, or were you like open mic kind of like this where it's, you're answering questions and
Since it was just one person, if they asked me a question, I would answer it straight up.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but if for a webinar, if a lot of people show up, that might be a little different, you know.
Yeah, usually everybody has the same questions anyways. And so like someone asking one question is answered to the other person with the same question. So there is that. But I mean, what do you think about these numbers?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Or Trey, honestly, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
That's why.
how much did you really spend? You only spent $100 to figure this out, right?
Yes.
And have you done any email follow-up to the people who did not show up?
No, apart from the flows that I have, that's all.
Okay. So we should see at least one more sale from the follow-up, considering 50% follow-up. They give you 3 sales that put you at right at break even. You'd be $19 negative. So for this project, when you get one more sale, you would have only spent $19, not $300. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Does
Okay.
the
But I think the emails did not go out. Dante, please, at what stage, if somebody doesn't show up, where do I need to get the flows that is going to like send them messages to come back and watch the replay or something?
That's in the sequence that you get when you download the framework. That you already have that. We gave it to you in the challenge.
Okay. Then I think it didn't go out because I just realized like 2 days ago that I needed to toggle the publish thing.
Yes.
But I mean, I'd probably be okay with these numbers, especially with the 47 repeat. Because if 47% repeat and come back and buy, you get 100 buyers and 50 of them come back and buy, that's your profit.
Yep. And Marie, you're not even running upsells yet. Is that correct? It's just order form and then order confirmation.
Yeah, no, that's all.
Yeah, so you don't have like OTO1 should be subscription. OTO2, you might have other products that are complementary, like I don't know, little pads that they pump makeup on, or I don't know anything about that stuff. But like just right there, what Trey's showing you is you could be profitable just as you are. So if we look in the future at like, well, what could this be with another product, with a subscription in there? If I did get 50% of people taking my subscription over a 6 month timeline, what does my profit look like? Really, the math Trey just did earlier.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Trey. So you said 100 people. I will try to see how I can, put some money into it to get people come in, change a few stuffs, and try it
Hey,
again and see.
Marie, can I please recommend joint venture? Your profit margins are massive. You have huge profit margins, which means you have a lot that you could pay out to affiliates. I would love it if you found a mini micro influencer, somebody with 1 to 5,000 people following them. Marie, you could offer 40 to 50% commissions right now and be profitable on that. That's a really sexy deal to an influencer who is every day trying to figure out how to monetize this new community that they've built. So you don't have to, that's not money out of your pocket. That's just going to people who have your community already built up and offering them commissions on what is sold through them. You only pay if you sell. You're not putting money out on the front end. I feel like you could do this for the next 2 weeks and you should be able to fill up a room of 100 for both 2 weeks.
Okay.
What do you think, Trey?
Oh, that's great. The other way you can wrap it is it would take cash, but we know what Facebook's charging you for an opt-in, which was $18. So if you just even told the influencer, hey, I'll give you 9.
Yep.
Then you just halved how much it costs you to get an opt-in.
And
Hold
then,
on.
Trey, that's so good. Sorry, Trey, keep going. That's so good.
I was done. You double your profit. That's it.
So then if you really want to, because Marie, you're in such a good point right now where we're learning, we're finding, is this a viable thing for me? So if you really want to make a sweet deal for them, offer them $9 per registrant, as well as a 20% commission down the line on anything you sold. Your margins absolutely afford that.
Okay. So if they ask me how we're gonna do that, how am I gonna know who came from them and how to pay them the money?
Have you seen me create UTMs lately, Marie?
I think you gave us a link to do that, but I haven't seen you really do that in action.
I've done it multiple times. I'll show you how to do that tomorrow.
Okay.
But it's on my YouTube channel. I've done it like 4 times in the past week, honestly. You'll be able to find it pretty simply. But yeah, you just make that influencer a UTM. That's the URL that they share with their community, and you can track the traffic right back to them.
Okay. All right.
Good
Thank
work.
you. Thank you, Trey. Thank you, Dante.
Yep, absolutely. Great work. I mean, I don't know. Try it out. I think it's great. As long as it works, as long as it makes money, the math doesn't lie. So as long as these numbers keep where they're at, then it will perform. If your show up rate decreases or your conversion rate decreases, then the numbers start to break. If your conversion rate goes up or your show up rate goes up, well, the numbers get really good, right? So all these are key metrics that you got to keep an eye on. These are your KPIs: show up rate, conversion rate, follow up, and repeat buyers. You have 4 KPIs in your model right now that I would keep a close eye on every day that I ran this webinar.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yep. You're welcome. Great call today, my friends. Good stuff.
Really great call today. Really, really great call. For anybody who is hanging out watching us inside of the stream, let me turn this back on now. Hopefully I sound okay. I'm at home. My internet's terrible right now. Anyway, we're getting iced over. It's wild. Hopefully this is valuable. Anybody watching the stream, I'm gonna put in the description the link that Trey shared for your ads manager to make sure the settings are right. Excuse me. That was amazing. I'd love for you guys, little homework. Take the math that Trey just gave us, whether you're on the expert or the ecom side of things. Take that simple napkin math and run your products and run your stats through it. Let's get a real foundation of where we're at. Trey, that was an amazing call today, as it always is.
Perfect. Appreciate you
Perfect.
guys. We'll talk soon, probably next
Thank
week.
thank you,
We'll talk
Trey.
soon, Trey. Have an amazing rest of your day.
See you on.
We
Bye.
are lucky to have him on our side. We talk about a lot. A rising tide raises all ships, right? We have the literal recipe from Zuckerberg himself if we're trying to sell physical products. We have it. One campaign, one ad set. Inside of the ad set, one ad. Excuse me, wrong pipe. That one ad is a flex ad. Flex ads allow you to add multiple creatives in there. So we're going to do 3 videos, short form videos like a YouTube reel or a TikTok or an Instagram. Short form videos, 3 of them. Images, image creatives, 2 of those. 3 short form, 2 images, and we're gonna let it run. And then when we get to the point where we have to do the uncomfortable thing, we have to start thinking how Trey thinks naturally. It's like he said, he didn't think like that when he was born. This is something he had to do over time and train himself to look at things this way and see things this way. It's how we actually see business. So that was an amazing masterclass on it. And now it's just time to practice, gang. It's time to do the thing. So if you're at the point now where you're like, I think it is time for me to do that thing that feels a little bit uncomfortable and foreign. Now is the time to do it, gang. Now is the time. I love how Trey put it because these are the options you have. As a you in the world, here's the options you have. You can pay a coach to tell you exactly what Trey just told you today, and that's going to run you no less than $5,000. Or you can take that $5,000 and do the thing yourself. There's something out there called ignorance tax. And ignorance tax is not at all the worst tax you will ever pay. I've paid tremendous amounts of ignorance tax, and I'm happy I've done so because I've learned the things that I needed to learn. So if you're in that weird point, you're like, man, I feel like I'm bubbling up right now, and I just have to do. I need to like a lobster. I need to molt out of my skin. I need to hit that new level, right? If you're feeling that, do it. Do it. There's never been a safer time. Trey is going to be back next week to help us do the things and hit the next levels. Sorry about that. Trey is going to be right back with us to help us do the thing. We have a safety net here at OFA, and use it. Use it. Do not let it squander. Or do. I'm not your dad. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. You can squander anything you want. You can not take action on anything you want. I'm not going to be that guy, but I want you to take action. I don't want you to squander. So if you need a little push, hopefully that was a little push for you. If you have any questions or if you need a little push later on, you can always go post your questions in your private communities. I check those constantly. I want you to do this and I want to help you do these things. So go do the thing. And if you have a question anytime, you let me know. We'll be back at it tomorrow, Wednesday, same exact time, same place, same link. Great to see you guys. Really proud of you. Have an amazing rest of your day, gang.